a trumpet player, a violinist, and an orchestra conductor. These musicians, with around another 100, make up the whole group that works for an orchestra. The way they work and interact resembles advanced societies, where joint effort dictates the final teamwork outcome. But what happens when there are 44 million people involved instead of 100? This is the Colombian case. A society formed by independence history and paradise-like geography. The result is a cultural mixture: white, black, descendants from Spaniards, Europeans, Africans, indigenous tribes, and more. That is Colombia, a country whose inhabitants are diverse and talented. And Colombians work hard to compete with other global societies. In contrast with the harmonic orchestra teamwork, Colombia faces a big problem: social inequality. This expression explains the huge and definitive gap between Colombians with every opportunity and Colombians with no opportunities. Rich people are very few, and poor people too many. Poor people are hopeless in terms of competitiveness. Is there any antidote to this problem? Scholars all over the world are sure that the solution is education. As an answer to hopeless talented Colombians' needs, Icetex, a Colombian governmental institution that promotes higher education, was founded. To understand what Icetex is, imagine two cliffs divided by an enormous abyss. One of these cliffs is inhabited by hopeless Colombians, while the inhabitants in the other cliff are the professional counterpart. Hopeless people who want to get higher education must jump to reach the other side, where professional people are, but they are aware of the huge abyss, so it is really difficult to achieve this goal. The Colombian government designed and built a strong bridge to help every Colombian cross the immense abyss and to achieve their dream of becoming competitive professionals. This bridge is Icetex, the entity that invests in Colombian talent. Those Colombians who dream of being engineers, doctors, biologists, teachers, economists, etc., can have their dream come true thanks to educational loans and scholarships provided and managed by Icetex. As an example, we want to introduce you to Javier. Javier is an 18-year-old peasant who has already finished high school and wants to study agricultural engineering. Unfortunately, he has no economic support to do so. The opportunity for Javier is Icetex. Due to his academic excellence, he received financial backing to start his studies through an educational loan. Some years later, when Javier becomes an agricultural engineer who will work for our Colombian land, he will reimburse the money to give another citizen the same chance to achieve his dreams. In this example, the result was equality for poor people, the same opportunities for poor students. In this way, Colombian lifestyle becomes better. Then, many young people who want to obtain professional certification can fulfill this requirement, and thus Colombia balances the scale. The 21st century working world is very demanding. Specializations, masters and doctorates are required. Since these graduate degrees mark the difference, Icetex administers international scholarships and loans to study them abroad or in Colombia. Icetex cares about the poorest population education with small domestic opportunities. For that reason, it offers non-reimbursement loans to Afro-Colombians and indigenous people so that they can start their higher education studies under fair circumstances. In exchange for this important opportunity, students have to be excellent and develop projects to contribute to their community's development. In the same way, Icetex stimulates academic programs for Colombian artists, an essential part of a culture and of a country. This program supports painters, sculptors, dancers, actors, musicians, film directors, designers, so that they can perfect their abilities in the best known and prestigious art schools of the world. Icetex has become an institution that generates fairness and social inclusion. The objective is clear. The more Colombians aim for academic excellence, the more options we will have for breaking the current poverty cycle. Icetex invests in Colombians' talent.